Hi, welcome to this Corbettmaths video. In this video we're going to look at the solutions to the discounts practice questions. If you need any extra help on discounts, if you go to corbettmaths.com and scroll down to video 400F, that's the video tutorial on discounts. Alternatively, you could scan the QR code at the front of this booklet. But in this video we're going to go through the video solutions to the discounts practice questions, so let's get started. So question number one. Question number one says, the normal price of a football is £12. In a sale, there's a quarter off the normal price. So we're going to take a quarter off the normal price. Work out the price of the football in the sale. So in this question, we want to reduce the price by a quarter. So let's first of all find a quarter of 12. So a quarter of 12. And to find a quarter of a number, you just divide it by 4. So 12 divided by 4 is £3. So a quarter of 12 is £3. Now we need to take that away from the normal price. So £12, take away £3 is equal to £9. So that means the price of the football in the sale would be £9. Okay, let's have a look at question number 2. So question number 2 says, Claudia orders a meal that costs £30 and she's got a voucher that gives her 10% off the price. Well, how much does Claudia have to pay for the meal? So she's got a voucher and that gives her 10% off the price. So the meal costs £30. So if we work out what 10% of £30 is, then that can help us because then we can take that away from the normal price to see what she has to pay. So 10% of £30, well, to get 10% of a number, you divide it by 10. 30 divided by 10 is £3. So 10% of £30 is equal to £3. Now her voucher means that she can take that off the price. So we're going to do 30, take away 3, and that's equal to £27. So that means that Claudia has to pay £27 for her meal. She saves 10%. Okay, let's have a look at question number 3. Okay, let's have a look at question number 3. So question number 3 says, Grace's electricity bill is £150. And if Grace pays by direct debit, she'll pay 4% less. Work out how much money Grace will save if she pays by direct debit. So in this question, it doesn't actually ask you how much money Grace will have to pay. It asks you how much money Grace will save. And if she pays by direct debit, she'll save 4%. So we just need to work out what 4% off £150 is. So we need to work out what 4% of £150 is. So let's start by finding 1%. And this is a calculator question. So 150 divided by 100 will tell us 1%. So to find 1% of a number, you divide by 100. And that's 1.5 or £1.50. So that's £1.50. And that's 1%, but we want 4%. So we're going to take the £1.50 and we're going to multiply that by 4. And whenever we do that, we get that's equal to 6. So that means that 4% of £150 is £6. And the question says, how much money will Grace save if she pays by direct debit? So the answer will be £6. If the question asks you how much Grace will pay if she pays by direct debit, then it will be £144 by taking away the £6. But this question just wanted to know how much money Grace will save. Okay, let's have a look at question number 4. So question number 4 says a shop is offering a third off all clothes. So in other words, all the prices of the clothes in the shop have been reduced by a third. And Matthew buys a coat that normally costs £90 and a pair of trousers that normally cost £24. And we've been asked how much does Matthew have to pay in total. Now, there's two different ways I can think of in terms of trying this question. The first approach would be to find the grand total to begin with, so add the £90 and the £24, and then working a third of it out, and then taking that away to see how much Matthew would have to pay. So that's one approach. Alternatively, we could reduce the price of the coat by a third to begin with, reduce the price of the trousers by a third as well, and then add those two numbers together, and that'll tell us how much Matthew has to pay. I'm actually going to do both approaches now just for a bit of fun. So first of all, let's do 90 plus 24. So 90 plus 24 is equal to 114. So that's £114. So if Matthew was to buy them, both items, in like whenever there's no sale, the price would be £114. Now I'm going to take my 114 and divide it by 3 because I want to work out a third of it. So I'm going to divide it by 3. So 3 into 1 doesn't go, so that's 0, remainder 1. 3 into 11 goes 3 times, remainder 2. And 3 into 24 goes 8 times. So a third off the price is £38. So I need to take that away from the £144. So I'm going to do 144, take away 38. And that will tell us how much Matthew has to pay because he's saving a third. So 144 minus 38. So 4 take away 8, well, we can't add, so let's borrow. So that's a 0 and call that 14. 14 take away 8 is 6. 0 take away 3 we can't do, so let's now call that a 10. 10 take away 3 is 7. So that means that Matthew would pay £76. So that's one approach. We could add the prices together, work out a third of it, take that away, and then see how much he's got to pay. Alternatively, we could take our £90, work out a third of it by dividing by 3, which is 30, and then 90 take away 30 is equal to £60. So that means that the coat would cost £60 if you just wanted the coat. The trousers, well, let's take our £24 and divide it by 3, that's equal to 8, and 24 take away 8 is equal to 16. So that means that the trousers would cost £16 in the sales, and then if we added the £60 and the £16 again, you would get £76. So £76 by doing 60 plus 16. So just to show you that both approaches would work. Okay, let's have a look at question number 5. Okay, question number 5, it's a calculator question, and a furniture shop has a special offer on a sofa. So we've got this sofa, it's a fantastic sofa, and the normal price is £840. But there's a special offer, and that's you get 20% off. So that means that we're going to take 20% off the price. Michaela buys the sofa and pays with 24 equal monthly payments. Calculate how much Michaela pays each month. So let's first of all work out the price of the sofa in the sale. So we want to reduce the price by 20%. That's a calculator question. So I'm going to take the price, I'm going to divide it by 100 to find 1%, and then times it by 20. I could just divide by 5 to find 20% if I wanted to, but I'm going to take my 840 divided by 100, so that would be £8.40. And then I'm going to take my 1%, which is £8.40, and I'm going to times it by 20. So £8.40 multiplied by 20 equals £168. So that means that Michaela's saving £168. We're going to take that away to see then what's left. So 840 take away 168 equals £672. So that means that Michaela must pay £672 for the sofa. Now, Michaela's paying monthly. She's paying 24 equal monthly payments. So if we take the 672 and we divide that by 24, we can find out how much Michaela needs to pay each month for the sofa. So if we divide it by 24, that's equal to £28. So Michaela will pay £28 a month for 2 years for the sofa. Okay, question number 6. Okay, let's have a look at question number 6. So question number 6 says, a garden centre has a promotion on their plants, and it's buy 2, get 1 free. And Florence would like to buy 6 plants that would cost £8.50 each normally. Work out how much money Florence will have to pay for the plants. So she's going to buy 2 and get 1 free. Then she's going to buy another 2 and get another 1 free. And altogether that would be 6 plants, and that's the plants she would like to buy. She would like to buy 6 plants, so buy 2, get 1 free, buy 2, get 1 free. Altogether she's paying for 4 plants and she's getting 2 of them free. So she's going to pay for 4 plants and they cost £8.50 each. So we need to do £8.50 multiplied by 4. And if we work out £8.50 multiplied by 4, then that'll be our answer. You can do this in a few different ways. You could write down £8.50, £8.50, £8.50, £8.50 and add them that way if you wished. I'm going to do it by using multiplication, so £8.50 times by 4 and do it this way. Alternatively, you could just double it and double it again. So doubling it would be £17, doubling it again will be £34. That's a good approach. Okay, let's just multiply by 4. So let's put our decimal point in. 4 times 0 is 0, 4 times 5 is 20, put our 0 down, carry our 2, and 4 times 8 is equal to 32, plus 2 is 34, so that's £34. So Florence will pay £34 for the flowers, and she's got 2 of them free. Okay, let's have a look at our next question. Question number 7. Question number 7 says, Mr. Booth is buying stationery to use in school. Rulers cost £1.50, pencils cost 20p each, and the shop was offering 40% off everything. Mr. Booth has £200 to spend on rulers and pencils. He would like to buy 90 rulers and as many pencils as possible. How many pencils can Mr. Booth buy? Okay, so first of all, it says the shop's offering 40% off everything. I'm going to find the cost of a ruler and a pencil when we're saving the 40% to see how much a ruler and a pencil will cost in this sale, and then we'll work out the cost of things. Now this is a calculator question, so I need to find out 40% of £1.50 and then take it away, and I need to work out 40% of 20p and take it away. So let's take our £1.50 or 150 pence, let's divide it by 100 to find 1%, so it's going to be 1.5, and then take our 1.5 and multiply it by 40 to find out what 40% would be. And whenever we do 1.5 times 40, that's equal to 60p. So he's saving 60p on every single ruler, so that's £1.50, take away 60p, and that would be equal to 90p. So each ruler costs 90p. Now, in terms of the pencils normally cost 20p each. We want to find out what 40% is, so let's divide it by 100, and that's equal to 0.2, and then take our 0.2 and we want to multiply that by 40, and that's equal to 8p. So we're going to save 8p on every single pencil, so that's 20p, take away 8p is equal to 12p per pencil. So each pencil costs 12p. So we've now got the price of each ruler and we've got the price of each pencil in this sale. Now he's got £200 to spend and he would like to buy 90 rulers. So let's find the cost of the 90 rulers. So each ruler costs 90p. So we're going to do 90 multiplied by 90p, which would be 90p, and that would be equal to 8,100 pence, or £81. So he spends £81 on the rulers to begin with. So he's got £200. So £200 take away £81 is equal to £119. Now we need to see how many pencils can he buy. Now each pencil costs 12 pence, so we need to see how many 12 pences go into £119. So if we take our £119 and 0 pence and we divide that by 12 pence, which would be 0.12, we can then see how many pencils Mr. Booth can buy. So £119 divided by 0.12 gives us an answer of 991.6666 and so on. Now obviously he can't buy 0.66666 and so on of a pencil. So question A said, how many pencils could Mr. Booth buy? 991. Okay, and part B says, how much change will Mr. Booth receive? So he's going to buy 991 pencils, so 991 pencils at 12p each, and he's buying 90 rulers at 90p each. And we need to see how much change he's going to get from his £200. So we could do 991 times 12, or 0.12, and see what we get, which is equal to £118 and 92 pence, and we're going to do 90 multiplied by 90 pence, and that's equal to £81. And if we add these two together, we can then see how much money he spends in total, and that's equal to £199 and 92 pence. He had £200, so £200 take away the £199 and 92p leaves change of 8 pence, and that's it. So how much change would Mr. Booth receive? 8 pence. Okay, let's have a look at our next question. So question number 8, the table below shows the ticket prices for a museum. So we've got this museum and it's £11 for an adult ticket, it's £9 for a child ticket, and there's two options for family tickets. You can get family ticket A, which is 1 adult and 3 children, or you could buy a family ticket B, which is 2 adults and 2 children, and we've got their prices. And Stephanie would like to buy tickets for 2 adults and 4 children. Work out the lowest amount of money she could pay for these tickets. And this is a calculator question, which is quite handy. Now, what I'm going to do here is she needs to buy tickets for 2 adults and 4 children. So just to begin with, I'm going to work out how much it would cost without a family ticket. So 2 adults would be 2 multiplied by £11, and that would be equal to £22. And 4 children multiplied by the price of a child ticket, which is £9, is equal to £36. And then if we add them together, that will give us the total price for 2 adults and 4 children. So that would be equal to £58. So without using a family ticket, that would be the price. Now, we want to get 2 adults and 4 children. Now, if we look at family ticket A, that's 1 adult and 3 children. So we could buy one of those family tickets and then just buy an extra adult and an extra child. So we could use family A and then a child and an adult, and we could then work out the grand total using that approach. So a family A ticket is £34 and 50 pence. A child ticket is equal to £9, and an adult ticket is equal to £11. And if we add those together, we get that's equal to, well, 11 plus 9 is £20. So the grand total for that would be £54 50p. So that's saving us some money than buying it individually, which is good. And then the final approach is to get a family ticket B, which is 2 adults and 2 children, and then buy an extra 2 child tickets or 2 children tickets. So we can get family B and 2 child tickets, 2 children. So family B costs £36, so £36. And then 2 child tickets, where 1 child ticket is £9, so 2 child tickets would be equal to £18, so that would be £18. And then if we add those two together, then we can find the price of a family B, which is 2 adults and 2 children, and the extra 2 child tickets, and then see what the total would be. So £36 plus £18 would be £54. Now that's actually our cheapest option. So the lowest amount of money that Stephanie could pay for the tickets is £54. And that's it. Okay, question number 9. So question number 9 says, a furniture shop is offering the following discounts. You can get 20% off all purchases up to £400, but if you spend a bit more, anything over £400 or more, you get 35% off your purchases. And Tristan buys 3 chairs that cost £80 each, so 3 times 80 is equal to £240. So Tristan spends £240. Where Fabian, he buys 8 shares at £80 each also. So 8 times £80, 8 times 8 is 64, so that'll be £640. So Tristan spends £240 and Fabian spends £640. And we're asked how much more money does Fabian spend than Tristan? Well, we need to apply the discounts and then see how much more Fabian spends than Tristan after the discounts. So let's start off with Tristan. It would normally cost him £240, but he gets a discount of 20% off. So let's get 20%. I'm going to get 10% and then double it. So 10% would be equal to £24 by dividing by 10. So 20% would be double that, which would be £48. So Tristan saves £48. So if we do 240 minus 48, that's equal to £192. So Tristan spends £192 in the shop, whereas Fabian, if he spent the normal prices, he would spend £640, but we're going to find 35% of it and then take that away. So let's find 1%. So 1% dividing by 100 would be equal to £6.40. But we want 35%, so we're going to multiply that by 35. So whenever we do 35 multiplied by £6.40, let's see what we get. 35 multiplied by 6.4 is equal to £224. So he saves a lot more money. He saves £224, but obviously he's spending more as well. So we're going to do 640 minus £224, and that's equal to £416. Now the question asks us, how much more money does Fabian pay than Tristan? So we're going to then work out the difference between these. We're going to do 416 take away 192 and see what we get. 6 take away 2 is 4. 1 take away 9 we can't do, so we need to borrow, so it's a 3 and an 11. 11 take away 9 is 2, and 3 take away 1 is 2. So he pays £224 more than Tristan. Okay, our next question. Okay, question number 10. Nazir is a piano teacher and the table below shows information about the prices he charges. So lessons 1 to 9 are £40 each, lesson 10 is free, lessons 11 to 19 are £35 each, and lessons 20 onwards are £30 each. One of Nazir's students pays a total of £885 for their piano lessons. How many lessons has that student had? So he pays £885. Well, let's see if he's got to the 10th free lesson. So let's see if he has 9 lessons, how much that would cost. So if we done 9 multiplied by 40, that would be equal to £360. Now he's paid more than that, so he's had more than 9 lessons. Then he gets his 10th lesson free, so number 10 is free. Then it says that lessons 11 to 19 are £35 each. Now that's 9 lessons. If you count from 11 up to 19, that's 9 lessons. There's going to be 9 lessons at £35 each. Let's see if he actually goes past the 19 lessons. So let's do 9 times 35 and see what that would be. So 9 times 35, this is a calculator question, 9 times 35 is equal to 315. So far, if he was to have 19 lessons, so that's paying for the first 9, getting 1 free and paying for the next 9, that would cost him a total of £675. Now he's paid more than that. He's actually paid £885. So let's see how many more lessons he's had. So let's add the 360 and the 315 like I've just done, and that is equal to £675. Now let's take that away from the 885 to see how much money he spent on these £30 lessons. So 885 take away 675. When we do that, we get 5 take away 5 is 0, 8 take away 7 is 1, and 8 take away 6 is 2. So for these £30 lessons, he spends a grand total of £210. So if we do 210 divided by 30, that's equal to 7. So he's paid for 7 of these lessons. So he's paid for 7 of these £30 lessons, and that's equal to £210. And if we add these totals up, the 360, the 315, and the 210, that's our £885. Now the question says, how many lessons did the student have with Nazir? Well, let's add up and see. So he had 9 plus his free one, plus another 9, plus 7. So 9 plus 1 is equal to 10, plus 9 is equal to 19, plus 7 is equal to 26. So he had 26 lessons. Okay, question number 11. So question number 11 says, Camilla's buying football tickets and the normal prices of the tickets are, child tickets are £18 each, Adult tickets are £34 each, senior tickets are £30 each, and it's a friendly match, so all the prices are reduced by 35%. So these are the normal price of tickets, maybe for the league or cup matches perhaps, I don't know, but for friendly matches they pay a bit less, they pay 35% less. Camille buys 3 child tickets, 4 adult tickets and 1 senior ticket. Then he pays by credit card, so 4% is added to the price, and we need to work out the total amount of money that Camille must pay. So let's first of all work out the price of each one of the tickets whenever they've been reduced by 35%. So let's start off with our child ticket. So 18 divided by 100 to find 1%, that's equal to 0.18. And if we do 0.18 multiplied by 35, that will tell us what 35% is. So 18p or 0.18 multiplied by 35 is equal to £6.30. So we save £6.30 on the child tickets. So if we do 18 take away £6.30, that's equal to £11.70. So each of the child tickets is £11.70 now for this friendly match. An adult ticket, so an adult ticket, we're going to take our £34, we're going to divide it by 100 to find 1%, so that's equal to 0.34, and then we're going to do 0.34 multiplied by 35%, and whenever we do that we get that's equal to £11.90. So 34 take away £11.90 is equal to £22.10. So £22.10. Now, for the senior tickets, you could use the same approach, okay, which would be to take the £30, divide by 100, get 1%, then times it by 35 and take it away. I'm actually going to show you a bit of a shortcut, and this shortcut is using a topic called multipliers. And if you go to corbettmaths.com/content, so you scroll down to percentages, there's a video on multipliers, and it's a really useful video. If you reduce something by 35%, you're left with paying 65%. And 65% as a decimal number is 0.65. So if you multiply this price by 0.65, you can find out what you would have, what would be left. In other words, what you would need to pay straight away. So that's a bit of a shortcut. We could have just multiplied all these numbers by 0.65 to find out these values, rather than finding the 35% and taking it away. But it's really up to you. So I'm going to use the other approach. I'm going to use £30 multiplied by 0.65 to find out what the remaining 65% would cost. So 30 multiplied by 0.65 equals £19.50. So £19.50 for that ticket. And as you can see, it's just a little bit quicker. Okay, so there are the prices of the tickets. Now, Camille buys 3 children tickets, or 3 child tickets, so that's going to be 3 multiplied by £11.70. He buys 4 adult tickets, so that's 4 multiplied by £22.10, and 1 senior ticket, which is £19.50, so 1 times 1 lot, or just 19.50. And let's find out what they would cost. So I'll do the bottom one to begin with. That's going to be £19.50. And then this one's actually quite straightforward. That would be £88.40. Remember, this is a calculator question, but 4 22s is 88, so £88.40. And then this one, £11.70 multiplied by 3 would be equal to £35.10. So if we add these amounts up, we'll find out the total cost of the tickets. So £35.10 plus £88.40 plus £19.50 is equal to £143. So the price of the tickets is £143, but Camille needs to pay an extra 4% because he's paying by credit card. So I can then do this in 2 different ways. I can divide this by 100, times it by 4 to find 4% and add it on. Or I could use the same approach as earlier. If something goes up by 4%, you then got 104% as a decimal number. That's 1.04. So we could just multiply this by 1.04. I'm actually going to use both approaches just to show you they work. So £143 divided by 100 is equal to £1.43. And then if I take my £1.43 and we multiply that by 4, that would give us the extra fee for paying by credit card. So 1.43 multiplied by 4 is equal to £5.72. So Camille's got to pay an extra £5.72 for paying by credit card. So £143 plus £5.72 is equal to £148.72. So that's one approach. Alternatively, we could take our £143, we want to increase it by 4%, so that would be 104%, so we could just take 143 and multiply by 1.04. That increases by 4%, and 143 multiplied by 1.04 is equal to, hopefully it's right, yeah, £148.72. Fantastic. So as you can see, that's the total amount of money that Camille must pay, and that's it. So these have been the video solutions to the discount practice questions. I really hope you found this video useful. If you have found it useful, can you please like it and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you do need any extra help on discounts, if you go to corbettmaths.com/contents and scroll down to video 400F, that will be the video tutorial on discounts. But I hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much. All the best. Cheers. Bye.